Hey everyone, today I want to talk about the voice in your head. You know, the one that narrates your entire life, comments on everything you do, critique every decision you make. For the most of my life, that voice was my worst enemy. I'm going to tell you about a specific moment that changed everything for me. It was a Tuesday morning in December 5 years ago. I remember it because it was my birthday, and I was running late to my spa appointment. I set 3 alarms, but somehow still overslept. I was rushing around my bedroom, couldn't find my keys, spilled my Mountain Dew on my shirt, had to change again. The whole time, there was this running commentary in my head. You're such a mess. How do you not have your life together? You're 18 years old and can't even wake up on time. Everyone at your appointment is going to think that you're incompetent. You are incompetent. Why are you like this? I finally got to my appointment, flustered, worried, and sweaty. And my tech Emily said and smiled, "Happy birthday, how are you?" And I just broke. Start crying right there in the hallway. She took me into an empty conference room. I told her everything, not about being late, but about the voice, about how cruel it was and how constant and exhausted it was. She said something in that moment I'll never forget. You know you don't have to listen to it, right? That voice isn't telling you the truth. It's just telling you what you're used to hearing. What she said in that moment stopped me in my tracks because I always assumed that voice in my head was like me, my authentic thoughts, my true beliefs about myself. But Emily asked me, "Where did you learn to talk to yourself like that?" And suddenly, I was 8 years old again, standing in my childhood kitchen, my dad stressing over the next drink, snapping at me for spilling juice, saying, "Damn, you can't do anything right. Why are you so careless?" And another time I remember when I was 12 showing my grandmother the test I've gotten a B on, and her replying, "A B? I know you can do better than that. You must not have tried hard enough," and start laughing. And that still makes me feel insecure to this day. And I remember another time, like it was yesterday, when I was 16, going through a rough patch, almost dropping out of school, going through the COVID, and my older brother saying, "What did you expect? You're doing too much. You're too stuck up, too quiet. You're too much of a crybaby. You complain too much. What do you want me to help you with?" And you need to understand, people don't care like that. That's a part of growing up. And in that moment, I didn't feel supported or loved. I just felt shut down. Like my feelings did not matter at all. And as I gotten older, this has taught me none of these people were trying to really hurt me. They were stressed, distracted, dealing with their own stuff. But I internalized every comment, every criticism, every dismissive remark, and they became the foundation of my self-talk. By the time I was an adult, I didn't need anyone else to criticize me. I automatically, constantly did it to myself. So on that day, in that room with Emily, became the beginning of my self-talk shift. And I want to share with you what I've learned, because if you have a cruel voice in your head too, you deserve to know it doesn't have to be this way. Step 1. Notice the voice. For a week, I paid close attention. I didn't try to change anything. I just noticed every time the voice showed up and what it said. It was horrifying, and honestly, the voice was so mean and so active. It commented on everything. "You look tired." That was a stupid thing to say. Nobody actually likes you. They're just being polite. "You're going to fail at this. You're boring. You're too much. You're not enough." I started writing some of it down. By the end of the week, I had pages of insults. I said to myself, And I thought, if someone spoke to me this way, I'll never talk to them again. So why was I allowing it for myself? Step 2. Question whether it's true. I start challenging the voice, not aggressively, just curiously. The voice will say, "You're so lazy." And I'll ask, "Am I though? I worked a full day, made dinner, called my mother, did laundry. Is that lazy or am I just tired?" The voice will say, "Everyone thinks you're annoying." And I'll ask, "Everyone? Really? My best friend just texted me that she missed me. My coworker asked me for help on a project. My friend chose to be in my life. Do they all secretly think I'm annoying, or is that just a story I'm telling myself?" Most of the time, when I actually examined thought, it fall apart. It wasn't based on evidence, it was based on old fears and outdated beliefs. Step 3. Talk to myself like I'll talk to a friend. This was the big one. Emily suggests I imagine my best friend was going through the exact thing that I was going through. Feeling what I was feeling, what would I say to her? So I tried it. I was having a really hard day at work, feeling overwhelmed and behind on everything. The voice started up, "You're failing. You can't handle this. You're in over your head." I paused and thought, if my friend called me and said she was feeling this way, what would I say? I'll say, "Hey, it sounds like you have a lot on your plate right now. That's really hard. You're doing the best you can, and that's enough. What's one small thing you can do right now to make you feel a little better?" So I said that to myself out loud. It felt ridiculous at first, but also kind of nice. I started doing this regularly, talking to myself with the same compassion, patience, and encouragement I'll offer to anyone I cared about. Step 4. Create a new voice. Here's the thing. You can't just delete the cruel voice. It's been there for too long, but you can create a new voice that's louder, stronger, and kinder. I start consciously developing what I call my loving voice. Exactly cheesy, right? I know, but it worked. Anytime something happened before the cruel voice could jump in, I'll let the loving voice speak first. Made a mistake at work? Loving voice. "Okay, that happened. You're human. What can you learn from this and how can you fix it? You've got this." Didn't get invited to something? Loving voice. "That stings, and it's okay to feel disappointed. But your worth isn't determined by one's invitation. You have people who love you. You're going to be fine." Feeling insecure about your body? Loving voice. Your body is doing its best to take care of you. It deserves kindness, not criticism. Step 5. Forgive yourself for the cruel voice. This might be the most important part. I used to beat myself up about beating myself up. Why can't you just be nice to yourself? Why is this so hard for you? What's wrong with you? Which is just more cruelty. I had to learn to have compassion for the cruel voice too, to understand that it developed as a protection mechanism. It thought if it criticized me first, it would hurt me less when other people do it. It thought if it kept my expectation low, I wouldn't be disappointed. It was trying to help in its own messed up way. So when the cruel voice shows up, now, I don't fight it, I just acknowledge it. I hear it. "Thank you for trying to protect me, but I've got this. You can rest now." Where I am now, 3 years later, my self-talk is completely different. Not perfect. I still have hard days where the cruel voice is loud, but the loving voice is louder most of the time. And here's what changed. I'm braver. I tried more things. I bounced back from failure faster. My relationships are better because I am not constantly assuming people are judging me. I have more energy because I'm not spending it all on external warfare. Last week, I was running late to a meeting again, same situation as the birthday morning 3 years ago. And you know what? The voice said, traffic happens. You'll get there when you get there. Just text them and let them know. It's not the end of the world. That's it. No insults, no extra cruelty, just kindness. That's the shift, and it's available to you. Pay attention to your self talk today. Just notice it. You might be shocked by what you hear. And then remember, you get to choose what voice you listen to. You get to choose what you believe about yourself. Choose kindness. You deserve it. And thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next episode next week. Bye.